friends, welcome to the Inner Room Podcast. I'm your favorite host, Rayana K. And today, I got a special guest.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Lois. We already know, and if you don't know, now you know for sure. AKA Lauren. I am the creator of Low on the Go. It's like my mini, podcast on the go. Come and talk to me about anything, whatever you want. Get it off your chest. That's what I'm here for. So yes, here we are. Turn.
Period. I love it. That was so good. Relax. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so today, y'all, we are going to talk about friendships. As y'all can see, this is probably one of my closest, one of my bestest friends. And we're gonna talk a little bit about friendships. So to kick off the friendship conversation, what does friendships mean to you?
What does friendship mean to me? That's a good question. Friendship means to me just someone who was there, someone that's going to keep their word, someone, you can come to me happy, sad, angry, depressed, excited, full of joy, somebody that's there for you, that's, on a consistent basis, and just somebody that you can always call on, truly, and that's just going to always support you.
I love that. You gave me a look when you was like...
Because...
We'll get into the tea of that. So, backstory on our friendship, we met, 2 years ago?
Yes.
I think. And then we hung out for the first time a whole year later, y'all.
Yeah,
a whole year. An entire year. And then she was like, oh, we gonna hang out. We hang out. And then this girl goes, oh, I'm going to Texas.
And I did leave.
I said, oh... I made a great friend, and then she's gonna go to Texas. Great. She was like, I'm coming back. And then she came back a month later.
Yeah.
I think. And now we
are here.
Thick as thieves. Yeah. Anyway, so the reason why the face.
Not a hater in the round.
Little aggressive. Damn. Okay, anyways, so the reason why I brought my friend here so that we could talk about friendships, because I'm actually going to get serious for a second. So this friendship is one of the friendships that consistently save me in a way. We're always laughing. It's always good vibes. Her energy, 98% of the time, is like, I'm here. And I kind of wanted to talk about the effects that sincere and genuine high energy friendships have on people. So yeah. I'll start the consistency of having somebody that's always showing up and that shows up their complete self at all times when you're not in the best space is probably one of the biggest things that has pulled me out of depressive episodes or saved me from going into depressive episodes, having that person to come over and be like, okay, so what you doing? What we doing? Where we going?
What we doing?
Why you look crazy today?
Why you look so sad? Let's go do something.
Yeah, so the consistency of having that friendship that's that person that's always there, that person that's always laughing, that person that you can be your whole authentic self around, from the mad moments, the crazy moments, the I'm about to put somebody in their head moments,
the not yourself moments.
Yeah, being friends with you has helped me to develop and be comfortable being me.
Yeah.
In friendships, because me and my story of bad friendships over the course of the last all the years of my life. Lauren was the first real friend that I could be as goofy as I want to be.
Yeah.
Look at you.
It's because you can't. That's another thing. Whenever for me a friendship is you being able to be yourself. Yeah. And that's, to be transparent too, because we did have a rocky stage, and it was to me, it was just really intentional because at the beginning of the year, we did this personal development class.
Ooh. Ooh. Y'all, we went through it. Boy, that class was rough.
It was 2 classes, and wow. because I'm still changing from it. But it's just the simple fact that we were going through stuff within ourselves individually.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were still fresh friends, but, you know, just taking that time out for ourselves and actually giving each other grace and ourselves grace in that time, just really acknowledging and knowing that, hey, like, we in this class, we not liking ourselves right now, and I might not like you right now, but it's okay because we're going to come back together once we get it together.
Facts.
And that's pretty much what's happening, and then just to see how we're growing, like it just... I
feel like we've known each other for years because we done grown so much over the course of the last couple of months. And another thing I'll say too is one of the things that we stated when we first became friends is that at the end of the day, it's going to always be us. Yeah. Like, we're going to work through it. We're going to power through it. We're going to give each other space when we need it. We're going to give each other room to grow and not kind of like put each other in a box where it's like, oh, like, you've been my friend for XYZ amount of times. I expect you to be this all the time. And it was just like we acknowledged the fact that, like, hey, like, we're not going to be the same people forever. And that was something that you were like, we're not going to be the same people forever. We growing in. We got to take the time to learn each other and to really get to experience each other and to experience those high and those low moments of, like, going through life together. Because, y'all, one thing I'll say, when it comes to friendships in adulthood, we are adults. We all have lives. Like, we all go through things, and you have to acknowledge, first of all, you have to see your friends. You got to be like, listen, I see you. I haven't physically seen you, but I see you. What's going on? You all right? Just making sure you're intentional in the asking of questions when it comes to your friends. And then also allowing your friends to be and to grow and to find themselves. Because I feel like in our friendship, in the beginning, I'm like, listen, I done been through the rocker with friendships. I'ma just leave.
Yeah. Like, quite literally.
That was me. I was just like, I'ma just leave. And she was like, no, we're not doing that. And I'm like, okay, girl. And it came to the point where it was just like, I didn't realize until recently how much our friendship has saved me in certain situations where I'm having a bad day and this girl texts me, with tears rolling down her eyes at her job desk, talking about, I can't stop laughing. I'm like, girl, what? Why are you at work sending me voice messages of you laughing? But it's those moments where I'm having a rough day, and then to see her so, like, free. It's
That's
like,
what you think, girl.
Yes.
Well, I love that. I like that you think that.
She's so free. Like, Lauren is Lauren all the time. Like, whether she is in a high moment, she's in a low moment, she's still Lauren. And I feel like in friendships, you have to take that time to really learn your friend. And learn, like, who they are in every season, like seeing people in every season.
Right.
Because I would have never known.
Yeah.
I'd have laughed and I'd have been like, ooh.
You have to, that's something I had to learn too, because I've had friendships, like a lot of my friends that I have, I've known them for like years. And it's been times where I didn't talk to them for a couple of years, for a few months. But it's like they had their stuff, and the fact they're not, really reaching out to me, it's like, oh, I'm kind of glad because I got my stuff going on too. But we always are able to come back together. And that's why it's like, well, you already know what it is, because, it's all good. It's okay. And it's just, I've even forced friendships when I shouldn't have, because I'm not meant to be in your life. I can't provide what you need right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to break myself down trying to be that person that you need, and I'm not that person. Yeah. So just being able to just take that in and accept that, because it does hurt sometimes when you can't be there for your friend when they do need you. But it's like, if they will find somebody else will come in and be that person that they need. But I may not be that person in the moment, but I'm here to support you. I'm only a phone call away. Like, that's it, So.
No, for sure.
Yeah. For sure. I'll be like, just give me a call.
Because we even had a conversation upstairs, y'all, where everybody's like, they fussing at me. And I wish y'all could see the faces in the room right now, because everybody's face, I am so used to... I'm so used to being that person where I'm like, I don't want to bother nobody. And now to have a community of people that's around you, that's another thing that's like really important. Your community of people, the people that you choose to share a space with, the people that you adopt as family, should be the people that you're able to call. And I feel like everybody keep knocking me across the head because Because I'm trying to adapt, and I feel like that's not a process that happens overnight for somebody that's used to going through things by themselves,
Yeah.
or used to feeling like they're going through something by themselves. That going from being alone to having a community, like a sea of people around you,
Right.
it's kind of like, okay, hold on, what are these people's true intentions? What do they really mean? Do they mean well? Are they really my people?
Yeah.
For real. And that constant reassurance that comes from like friends or the people that are around you helps with that. So tell y'all friends that y'all love them, because we be needing to hear it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah.
we be needing to hear it
For
sometimes.
sure, just to know that, I'm still here for you. I got you. The
Yeah.
reassurance. Because with a friendship, relationships, people always think of relationships as romantic. I don't know why they did that, because relationship is just so broad.
Yeah.
But every relationship, in my head, requires, depending on who the person is.
Yeah.
But pretty much the communication.
Yeah.
Knowing how they receive love and how they don't receive love. Because some people may not want you to always be in their face. Some people may want to, so being able to knowing your personnel, as my cousin would say, you got to know your personnel, because you, not saying be fake or be two-faced, but, be a friend to your friend.
Facts.
I can't say something to, I may not be able to talk to Rayada about something, or, do this or that, or tell her something whenever it first happens, because I know Rayada going to be ready to go, and I'm not ready to go. I need somebody to calm me down first, just as an example.
That ain't me.
Versus, so just knowing who to go to, who not to go to, when, what, where, how. So that's super important. And
So I had a question.
yeah.
In the process of learning who to go to and who not, what does that look like for you?
A mess. Because some people may work out and some people might not work out,
It is.
It is a mess, because you have to, it's really trial and error. Like, somebody may be able to, be there for you, but you realize, like, no, they not there for me. Or,
It don't work.
I've had friends, this one friend in particular, we'll always, let's hang out. Cancel. I'm not planning nothing else with you, ever. So it's just like, to know that is, that's really important. And it hurts, because it's like, dang, I want to hang out. I miss you, let's hang out, but I can miss you from a distance. I can reach out to you over social media. It's just a certain type of, you just gotta figure it out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I feel like for me, when it comes to like figuring out who to go to for what, you gotta know first of all, you gotta know what your friend's capacity is.
Yeah, that's good.
And when you're that friend that people comes to, you have to know your capacity and be able to be like, all right,
yeah,
I don't have the space for this today. I don't have the capacity for this today. Like, I love you. I do, with everything in me. But today's not that day.
Yeah.
And being able to receive that from your friends as well, because I feel like that comes with the, what's the word that I'm looking for? The
boundaries,
reciprocation side of things. Knowing not just knowing who to go to, but what to take to that person and how to receive them saying, like, I'm not in a space where I can deal with what I have going on and what you got going on at the same time. Like, you got to be able to receive those type of things from your friends. And I know, the first time I had a friend tell me that, I'm like,
ooh,
excuse me, girl? This was before I found out what boundaries look like in friendships. I was like,
yeah,
okay, I guess you're not my friend. Like, I'm having a rough day and you don't want to talk to me.
No.
And come to find out she was having a rough day too. And it was just like, I didn't know that you was dealing with that. Why didn't you say something? She was like, you didn't ask. I was like,
that was good.
Reading the room, gauging the room when it comes to your friendships.
That's good.
And even like, I had a friend group situation where it got to the point where I'm just like, I don't know what to do, because I keep trying to reach out to this girl and she ain't really saying nothing. And for us to be able to like navigate that and be like, all right, we on the same page, let's just continue to show love when she ready. But let's not forget about us.
Yeah.
I really love that, like, our friendship has been very, like, at the end of the day, you my friend.
Yeah.
Like, you really my friend for
Right.
real. And I know you my friend. Like,
Every time.
every single time. It just reels itself back in. So I would say, what is one thing that you've learned in a friendship recently about yourself?
Ooh, that's a good one. Something I learned about myself in a friendship recently. I guess I can say that it's not all about me. I've just been hearing that a lot. It's not all about me. I'm not saying that I'm a selfish person, but just realizing just how I carry myself.
Yeah.
And, you know, what I expect from others. Also, that, you know, being able to accept the person for who they are, because everybody is not going to love or show their affection to me how I want them to.
Yeah.
Because they're not me. They're not me, they're them. And I can't be mad when, you know, you don't come up and you know, say whatever I think you should say to me because that's what I want you to say to me. That's not how that works. But just being able to, you know, for one, being content and okay and at peace with myself. Yeah. And also being able to accept, you know, what people are showing me. And if I can't, then they're just not that person for me. And to be able to accept that as well. Because that's okay, too.
Mm-hmm.
So
realizing that every friend ain't your friend.
Yeah, I mean, they're not, you know, we can be cool. You know, you're not a bad person,
right.
But you're not mine. Like, you're not mine. Friend. You're not my person. You're not my friend.
Right.
You know, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I agree, though.
That's cool.
Being able to, like, navigate that space of learning people.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of learning people. I think something that I realized about me recently in a friendship is that, just similar to what you said, being able to accept people for who they are and realizing that there are certain seasons that certain people can't go into with you.
Yeah.
And being able to decipher and have that spirit of discernment kick in, like, hey, listen, this person ain't going with you right now. Because I'm the type of person, I like to take everybody everywhere. I don't want to leave nobody. I want to lock arms with you and skip around Mary's way.
Yes.
You feel me? And
right.
And I be wanting to take everybody everywhere. And I have realized that about myself recently. And I've realized that discernment is important because some seasons aren't meant for everybody. Some seasons you go into and it's like, hey, this person can't handle where you're going in this season, and that's okay. You got to give them the space and the opportunity. You can still love them and they not be here. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, I can love you and you over there. It's like I've realized about myself that I need to learn how to love people when they're there. Yeah. And not just love them when they're here. Yeah. You know, like, I love people all the time, but it's a matter of friendships and learning how to separate friendships and obeying the Spirit, obeying the Holy Spirit when He like, listen, girl. Yeah. You love her, but you can love her with her being over there. She don't need to know everything because she can't handle that aspect of you. Everybody isn't going to be able to handle every season that you go into, and you have to extend that grace to those friends, right, in a season where they don't get it, right, or where they can't go with you. And I'm learning that that's something that I always took to heart when I couldn't take people with me because I felt like they weren't for me, right, or they was gonna like leave, or like they were actually leaving you. When in reality, you're really growing. You're really leaving them. But you know, if they, you know, love you and respect that, you know, then. Because like you were also saying earlier that people go through stuff too. So it's just like, you know, I need you here, I want you, but they have, you know, got life happening.
So just, really, just take that time. Maybe that time just needs to be for y'all to get through that moment and then keep going. That's why you just never know, because your friends, they always say pray for your friends, because your friends probably not gonna all tell you everything, and not because they don't trust you, but because they got a lot going on. They know that you do too, just out of respect of the friendship. Yeah. So to just really just
being able to communicate,
take it to the head and relax.
Okay, so to wrap up this episode, we are going to do one thing that I love about you and friendships, and vice versa.
Okay. All
right, so I'm gonna go first. Okay. One thing that I love about you and friendships, and even in your friendship with me, is how dedicated you are to showing up for your friends. Like, sometimes I'll be like, all right, Lauren, like, slow down.
Yes, because I'll be excited.
Overextend.
Yeah.
But I love how passionate you are about showing up for your friends and letting your friends know that, like, hey, I'm here. Like, even when it comes to, like, physically showing up, like, you will go out of your way to make sure that you show up for all your friends every day.
Yeah.
And I admire that, and I love that about you. Sometimes I'd be like, friend, it's okay, you do not have to come. You done been to like 3 different birthday parties today. It's all right.
No, for real.
I'm like, you done been to like 3 different birthday parties today. It is okay. Like, I will be all right. But your love for your friends and your dedication to just being there and them feeling supported and feeling loved, and that's not just in your friendship with me, but that's in all of your friendships that I observe from like an outside lens. It's like you are always making sure that you're there. Like, you try not to miss a moment.
Yeah, I do.
And I love that.
I love that.
I love that.
Okay, what is the no?
Oh, something that I don't like?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I think it could tie into the thing that I like. I don't like when you like overextend.
I remember, yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about it a while ago. Like, it frustrates me because you get to the point where you're tired and you can't physically show up for yourself because you go and you overextend and you show up extensively to other people, and then like you overbook yourself and you're like, I'm tired. I'm like, yeah, like, people want you to show up, and if you're not yourself because you're exhausted, you need to rest, and that's okay. It's okay for you to tell people no, and it's okay for you to be like, okay, listen, I had already devoted to going XYZ place, so I love you. I'm not going to make it, though.
Right.
Because I would prefer for you, and I'm pretty sure that other people would agree, I would prefer for you to show up as your entire self than for you to show up being exhausted.
Right.
Because it's just like,
yeah, and I've actually
where's my
learned that
friend?
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's my friend? Who's this
Right.
woman? And what have you done with my friend?
Yeah, because it ain't me.
But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, we've talked about it, and you've made so much improvement and like working on yourself and like growing and being your face,
because I could feel it,
and like being better.
Yeah.
And trying to be more intentional with taking care of yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're not good,
right,
we can feel it.
Yeah.
If you in a rough space, I can feel that.
Yeah.
The minute I see you, I'm like, okay, so what's wrong with my friend?
Yeah, just how earlier you was like, what's wrong? I said, I just woke up.
I was tired. Even on the phone.
Yes,
you know, it's just like that. You're so consistent with showing up that when you show up, I want it to be you that's showing up.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're not your best self and you're not okay, it's okay.
Right.
Communicate that. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want you to fake like you're okay all the time. But if you're tired, I want you to go home and go to bed.
Yeah.
Like,
I got you.
I want you to go to sleep. Or sleep, crash on my couch.
Yeah, something.
Something, anything. Rest.
Not myself when I'm tired or asleep. No,
Yes.
that's the same thing.
I mean, it's the
Tired
same thing,
or
but
I'm
it's different.
hungry.
Same thing.
I said tired or sleepy.
Still same thing. Same difference.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
I love the fact that although this is not healthy, because that's what it's the no for me. But I just love that you're just so intentional every time. And you're yourself and high energy every time.
That's true.
And it's just like, wow, like, you're just so sweet and just so bubbly, and it's your spirit, and it's every friendship, every person that she has an encounter with, like 10 out of 10, 100%, just Oh, like, oh my gosh, I don't even really have the words because when I first met you, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, dang, this girl, she real happy, like, like giggly, smiling, ear to ear. I'm like, ooh, but then when it's just like. Then I hear, your story, and then, you talk, and then, when you go through stuff, and I'm like, how is she able to still just, it's the energy, it's there. Oh. But I say no to not being honest with what also starts with being honest with yourself, but with your friends about how you're feeling. Because she will hide it, and she does a pretty good job sometimes. I'm able to see, but she does a pretty good job with hiding, what she's going through, how she feels, because she doesn't share it. And I do not like that. Because you want me to come to you, and I want you to come to me. You know? And it's just, even if it's just a voice message, y'all, she don't do nothing. Like, she'll go all day.
Okay.
And it's just like, dang, Sister Soldier. Like, I text, I'm not having a good day. I'm like, I'm glad I text you. Something told me to text
I probably
you.
wasn't going to say anything.
Like, goodness.
I'm working on it. But I just got, y'all, I said it earlier in the video, but I definitely just got fussed at about this upstairs before we started recording.
Yeah, because it's really
by everybody. Everybody's like, you didn't call anybody, you didn't text nobody. And I was like, no, I just,
Because versus me, I'm not gonna fake it. I'm gonna let you know, or you gonna see it on me that I'm not having a good one. Yeah. But I just don't want you to keep faking it, and then one day, boom, what happened to Rihanna? This is not my flight, I just don't want you to just blow up and then, because, either way, you're still the sweetest thing. I love you.
Oh, I love you. Don't make me cry.
So, yes, I'm not my bad. So, yes, but your spirit is just so, just with everyone, just so sweet and just so nice and intentional. Like, you just always, like, you got me. And I really feel that wholeheartedly, for real. But yes, but not communicate, but talk, express yourself, when you're not okay, allow your friends to be there for them just how you are here for us,
Right. Yeah, because I feel like I get in spaces when I'm not okay. I'm like, all right, let's deal with the emotions, and then we'll talk about it after we feel better. And I need to learn to, like, be vocal with my friends about, like, okay, I'm not okay today, and that's why I'm not texting you back.
Yeah.
Or I'm in the middle of having one of my little crying spells, because I be doing it, and I just sit there and I cry by myself. And my friends are like, girl, you didn't call nobody.
Yeah.
Like, we all stay pretty close to you. You didn't call nobody. And so I think that in this season, I want to start being more intentional about my community and the people who verbalize, like, hey, I'm here for you. If you need something, call me.
Right.
And for anybody, if you are in a seat, or if you have a habit of bottling everything or feeling like you have to deal with things alone, God did not place us here on this planet to do life by ourselves. No. Friendships are important. Community is important. Relationships in general are important. Yeah. Like that. We were not meant to do life alone. So feeling like you have to go through things alone is unrealistic. Like, it's not real. It's not a thing. And I'm learning that in this season where I'm taking on more and I'm doing a lot more. And people are like, hey, if you need something, call me. Yeah. And I'm like, mm-mm. And then I get in a position, I'm like, oh, I need something. Yeah. I'm like, let me call somebody. So I want to be more intentional in this season with going to the people that I know are like, hey, I'm serious. If you need something, let me know. Being able to, like, navigate that, and again, using that discernment to know who to go to when it comes to what. So I love y'all. I know y'all sick of me, but
it's all good.
Y'all love me.
We really do.
And I'm gonna get it together.
You got it.
I'm gonna get it together. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode, y'all. This was so much fun, y'all.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for tuning in to the In the Room podcast. Make sure you go and you like, comment, subscribe, share this episode with a friend. Leave us some comments too down in the comment
What you
section,
like, what you
please.
don't like.
What you love. And make sure y'all go and y'all follow my friend.
You can follow me on Combos with Lo on Instagram. Yes, you'll get, or
And TikTok.
on TikTok. What is it? Lo? Is it Lo? Did I change it yet? Lo on the go?
You can.
I think it's
and
Low
say,
Dog.
You can say it.
Ooh, Jesus. Low on the go on TikTok. Or just look up Lauren Holloway, the one and only. So,
Yes.
hit me. And
we love it. Anyways, thank you so much.
You welcome.
I appreciate you doing this episode with me, girl. And I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.